We always look forward to games like this every season. Teams riding momentum, coming in a clash for national supremacy and trying to make a statement as we get close to the playoffs. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see the number 22 team in the country, the UCF Knights, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Blue Devils ready to get this thing started and open the season. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Looking to throw, it's Burns. Finds his tight end. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. Out of the backfield, he's open. There he goes. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Let's take just a minute here and talk about UCF. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working. Because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Just when they thought they had the big play, the penalty wipes it out. The Knights will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. From the gun, the running back has it. Oh, what a cut! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. They'll give it to him again. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Rides the back on the option. The give. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Blue Devils have it with a 1st and 10. When they've got him looking one, now to pass. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Handoff from the shotgun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
On target to the left. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They'll leave it with him. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Blue Devils lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
The give to the back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Here's the handoff. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Up to 44 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. And the Blue Devils trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Duke. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw in that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He's out of bounds at the 24, probably looking for a little more on that return, but that's where his offense will go to work. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Quick release by the QB. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rounding the football?
Wants to throw. It's Burns. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Right on the money. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Knights have this offense rolling. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. They needed a big play, and they got it. And the foot down for the first down. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
To the air, it's Burns. Using the quick game. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few.
Really nice job by the defense, keeping everything in front of you in that situation and rallying to the football. And now you're rewarded with 3rd and long. So we'll see on this next play if they do the same thing here or if they sell out and bring the blitz.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Steps away to find some room. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
Right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Oregon State looks like it sent the JV squad out there today. An offense that can't move the sticks and a defense that looks awful. So unlike this program. They're trailing by 14 to Kentucky. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Now adjusting. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Well, I'll tell you, there are a lot of coordinators out there that would want to set up the shot, especially on the first play of the drive. Maybe run the ball, and then a few plays later, go play action, make it look the same before shooting it downfield. They just did it right away on 1st down, first play of the drive. If you get the matchup, take the shot. And that's exactly what happened. Nice job.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Turning it on. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. He's now up to 66 yards on the ground. A very productive first half here in the season opener. The Blue Devils come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. That's it, fly. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, running back gets to give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Now up by 7 points here in the second. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They'll start this drive down by a touchdown, trailing 10-3. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. All right, guys, let's talk a little UCF. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number
breaks into the open. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Burns. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Get it out on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Knights will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He might want another play. Might as well stick with him. Look out, he's got room. He's up to 73 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. All right, guys, let's look at the big picture for Duke. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And the Blue Devils with the 1st and 10. They try to pop a run on the draw. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Blue Devils, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. It's a reverse. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
And the Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The give on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game.
And he's just been so patient. He's following his blocks, letting it all develop in front of it, and then bursting through. And they were only in the first half.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. What a disappointment. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss.
Man, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Knights racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Burns. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Knocked down at the 22. That's a 1st down, and they can still stop the clock. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Complete to the left. Touchdown, UCF! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And I love it. Trust your passing game. Trust your quarterback because you know he can execute. You have confidence in him, and that is the way you finish a 1st half, and now you got a chance to tie this football game up.
And the extra point is good. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll try the run. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Knights will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And he's going to try to return this one. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have any.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofted high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets it away from his own end zone. Makes a move. And the returner will be brought down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Knights want to move quickly.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Burns. He finds a soft spot in the middle. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice job after the catch by the tight end, able to make a guy miss and go get extra yards.
The Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with a run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Flips it out in the flat. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
This whole red zone offense thing has been a little shaky. They've been stopped twice already. Maybe they ought to try to score from deep. 3rd and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. Looking for the score. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
The kicker looks a little disappointed. He'll not come into the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal from the 4. He wants to throw it. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Knights! And that one will put him up here in the second half.
The offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. West Virginia has been blitzed from the opening kick, and as you can see, the score right now is a lot to a little. Let's see how this coach tries to explain this. They're trailing by 14 to Notre Dame. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Working that left side now. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They're setting up the screen. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football.
1st and 10.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Running to Green. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Knights will hustle to the line. Back to pass, it's Burns. Got his man quickly. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Knights getting set on 1st and 10.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the air on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. The Knights with a long way to go after the loss on the last play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. And it's another 1st and 10 play.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They go to the ground. Some belief in that running game as they pick up 5 to the 35-yard line. The Knights can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Dropping back, it's Burns. Fires to the big fella. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Leaves it with the back. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29. The Knights moving quickly to the line. We've reached the end of the period, and it's UCF holding the lead. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Quick release on the RPO. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Back to throw, it's Burns. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UCF!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return.
Blue Devils will take over 1st and 10.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Trying to take it back.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Looking to pass. It's Burns. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Knights in the hurry up. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
On that last 3rd down play, if you're going to go draw, the quarterback's got to do a better job selling pass. I think he was just a little bit too quick getting the ball to the running back, and now here we are, 4th down.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. West Virginia is just getting torched right now, and Mountain Mama, I didn't see that coming. It's one game, look, I know that, but this one has to hurt. They're trailing by 21 to Notre Dame. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
Back open in the middle. Breaks into the open. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a 1st down as they mark it at the 4th down.
Man, I love on 3rd down when I know I have a running back that can beat guys. Whether you want to cover me with a linebacker or a safety, I can run an angle route and I can have success because my quarterback knows exactly when he's going to break, and that defense is not going to beat my running back.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
I would not want to be the offensive coordinator right now. This offense has a hard time completing the forward pass and making plays. And now you're down, and they know to rush the passer. They know the pass is coming. I'm not sure what the answer is because this offense is just struggling in the passing game.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Looking down the middle. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Under fire. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Red pass, it's complete. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
The Knights come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
The Knights will have it 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
You know, you got to be careful when you're running the draw play because you're hoping those defensive ends get way up the field, thinking it's pass. It didn't happen that time, and the defense was able to get a negative play.
The Knights now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Leaves it with the running back. And they'll knock him down.
I think the OC would have been really happy with a small gain and an easier third down. But how about the effort by the running back to get this close? He saw the first down marker, tried to get to it, got close enough now where it's an easy situation on third down. And shoot, and I got fourth down in the pocket if I want to go for it.
He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something